would you like them to have, and what legislation would you introduce in that committee to address a pressing issue?
Again, my name is Naomi Joseph. Law enforcement is my field, and so that, of course, would be one of the committees I would like to be on. But education, because I find that a lot of the problems that we have encountered as law enforcement officers, and unfortunately, two of the members of the panels are law enforcement officers, and one of the things that we have encountered is that the people who we are arresting are lacking education. So that means we have to start with the schooling they're getting. We have to fix it from that point onward so that we can avoid having repeat offenders, children that starting first in the Youth Rehabilitation Center and graduating to the Golden Grove facility. And the only way to stop that is educating them, making sure that they have a tool in their hands so that the incentive to go towards crime would be null and void, because they can take care of themselves. They see a future, they can become entrepreneurs, become business owners, not dependent on anyone, because they have another way out. So I think the key element, and that's why I want to go to education, is just that, educating our youth to make sure that tomorrow's future is secure. Again, my name is Naomi Joseph. I don't have a number yet, I'll know on Tuesday, but I seek your vote. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for the question, Ms. Moorhead. I think what's important is that we look closely at not just our strength, but where we can learn. And I think a committee that allows each candidate to have an opportunity to learn something different, for example, healthcare. We gotta have a plan if we are to approach some of the problems that we have in our community, and the legislature themselves cannot fix those problems alone, nor can they fix those problems in 2 years. However, if we execute written plan to address healthcare, to address education, to address our energy crisis, regardless of who's sitting in those seats, if we follow those plans, our community will be okay. It's like you go and you tell someone, okay, the DPNR, you want to build a home. They're going to ask you for your plan. And even if you're unable to finish the home, someone can come, a family member, and continue on. I think what a problem sometimes could be is that we all come with different ideas and we fail to put plans in place to address the true issues that plague our community. I would certainly appreciate an opportunity to serve in the 31st legislature, and if I do, I would certainly would like the opportunity to be on the healthcare committee, whether you chair it or just to be a part of a process that helps move our community forward. My name is Arthur Joseph, and I'd like your vote.
Good afternoon. The committee that I would like to be part of, it's actually, it's a difficult question because there are a lot of things that need to be done. Basically on education, that was expounded upon. Okay, basically our youth need to have direction. And in particular areas where we can see that there are different deficiencies in what we need to implement or to train, we need to start seeding these ideas in our youth, not at college level, but all the way from junior high school level. Also on avenue for healthcare. There's a lot of people that are leaving the islands to get quality healthcare elsewhere. Okay, me myself, I had some personal experience with the hospital, which was not so favorable. I would like for us to have a top quality hospital here, where everybody inside the hospital is extremely qualified and competent to perform the specialized duties that we need for down here. Okay, so some of the things that I could think of is for the doctors to actually have perhaps a rotation, you know, with the Cleveland Clinic or the Mayo Clinic, something that where you have, you know, hundreds of people to pass through, perhaps per daily. Okay, they can keep their skills up to speed and top notch. Okay, so when they rotate back down here, we have the top quality healthcare too. Okay, and with that, people from around the Caribbean will come to Croix, okay, for medical care. For energy, okay, energy is high. You know, there are a lot of projects that are going on right now to reduce the cost of energy. Okay. And last but not least, okay. Oh, thank you.
Good afternoon once again. To me, I had an opportunity to review the number of committees that's in the current 38th legislature. And regardless of which committee I'm assigned to, the bottom line is that you could depend that when you elect me to the 31st legislature, that I'll be on the job. When the roll calls are made, I'll be taking a position, up or down, but you wouldn't hear that I'm staying in or I run to the bathroom or any other thing. You know that I'll be on the job to ensure that we get good selection on these different bills. The committee, of course, that I'd like to be on, and I've avoided the Homeland Security, Public Safety and Justice Committee because, again, you know, I believe that that's my strong point. But regardless of what I'd like to do is sit on the Rules Committee. The Rules Committee have an opportunity to review all the bills that come through the legislature, as well as vet all of the governor's candidates that's coming for nominations. And I want to make sure that we provide the best suited individuals to run this government as we move forward. I think that we have seen what bad legislation have done. We have seen where bad leadership has done to this government, and you can rest assured that those individuals that will come in, I'll be using my investigative skills as a police officer, as an investigator over the years to make sure that these individuals are properly vetted and that they're the best suited individuals to take on the role as being our commissioners or directors of the various government agencies. I also will be available to sit on any number of committees. Again, of course, education will be near and dear to my heart, public safety, and in my role. Clearly in my role as I move forward, I want to see more preventative programs. I've had an opportunity to see individuals arrested, have been placed in jail, and come back out into the same system we did nothing to prepare them to re-enter our community. I want to see to it that we address our re-entry program so that we could properly prepare our incarcerated individuals that when they come out, law-abiding citizens, so that we don't have, and we could break the recidivism rates that we're seeing here. Novel Francis Jr., again, I'm a Democratic candidate vying for a seat in the 31st legislature. Thank you.